Dear Emma, sorry it took so long for me to write back.
Dear Emma, my mom got a recipe for chocolate chip cookies from her cooking lab. She said it was really good. Do you want to come over next Saturday to help bake? We can give some cookies to your grandma if you want. I asked my mom if we could eat all the cookies ourselves, but she said we would get a stomachache. Yesterday in art class, we got to use paint. The teacher told us to paint a picture of a favorite memory. I painted the time when we went to the lake with our families and we got to feed the ducks. What's your favorite memory? Next week we are going to the swimming pool for gym class. I am very excited. Do you get to go swimming at your school too? Please write back soon. Love, Anna. P.S. Ask your mom if you can come. Dear Anna, that sounds really fun. Guess what? My aunt and uncle and cousin are coming to visit next week.
My best friend Anna and I lived on opposite sides of the city from each other. The only times we could see each other were certain weekends when our parents agreed to drive us to each other's houses. It wasn't very often, but we wrote letters to each other to fill in the gaps.
And maybe someday we won't be limited to the ground anymore. Maybe someday we'll actually be able to fly, and I don't mean just on airplanes. I feel like we have it in us, we just have to find it. Write back soon. Love, Anna.
But Anna passed away 3 years ago from acute leukemia, and I haven't written a letter since.
Hey, what's up?
Dear Emma, do you think the next generation will be really different from us? Maybe they'll stop using papers and pencils and just use computers for everything. Then what do you think will happen to mail? I think that writing letters is an important part of life. We don't just write to communicate, we write to express ourselves. I really hope that letters last forever. Write back soon. Love, Anna.
Hey Sarah, what do you think about writing letters?
What about writing letters?
Like whether or not we should do it?
Well, why write letters? Texting's so much faster.
I guess.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Dear Sarah, when you move, do you want to write letters or something? Dear Sarah, this might sound weird, but can we write to each other? Dear Sarah, I know texting is really fast, but I actually really like writing letters. Do you want to do this instead?
Just moving around like a lonesome stranger. I got no home. In search of a treasure, some place I don't know. It feels like forever. I'm making my way.
Dear Emma, I think there's something about writing letters that makes it different from just talking to someone normally. Maybe it's a sentiment that comes along with it, I don't know. But I do know that when I write to you, it makes all my feelings seem so much simpler. You don't have to beat around the bush or anything. You just write down everything you're thinking. I miss you, Emma. Please don't forget about me. Love, Anna.
Dear Sarah, I don't know exactly why I'm always stuck onto the past. Maybe because the world is constantly changing and I'm having trouble keeping up. I think it can be hindering, but at times it can also be empowering. I feel like letters come with a level of sentimental value that's lost in text messages and social media. I know you're probably confused as to why I'm so sad in writing them, but there is a story behind it, and it isn't very easy for me to tell, so please just hear me out.
Dear Emma, I believe that technology opens up opportunities. If we truly look at how far we've advanced, it's amazing. We're saving lives, we're solving world problems, we're doing so many things that people in the past could never dream of doing. But all this doesn't mean we should completely abandon our old ways of living for convenience. I know that writing letters means a lot to you, and I'm not prepared to give up something that holds so much significance to the past. So if you really want, we could write letters to each other. Seattle is great. Everything's bigger and busier, but it's really nice and I think I'm gonna like it. There's a park near my new house that reminds me of the one by our school. I'll send you a picture when I get the chance. My new school's alright, but everything's super different. I've met a couple cool people. Everyone seems really studious though. I hope I can catch up. I miss you, Emma. I know I just moved, but I hope I can visit soon. Stay strong and don't forget to write back. Love, Sarah. P.S. Don't worry, I still think Edmonton's the best.
Start your day with coffee, mine with tea, humming with my guitar. As you read, I write a song. The words are funny, assembling into this picture of things with all that they bring to the world in front of me. Watches it unfold so beautifully.
How am I feeling? Awesome. Almost done. What time is it? Oh, we should. Because in the back, I can't believe it's your last day. She's so tired. She's vlogging. Okay, here we have ours. No, that's. You're not filming. Or you just like put it down and tilt the camera up.
Watches it unfold so beautifully.
Who died to be continued.